y'all. Again, I keep trying to tell you, y'all, if you have missed any of these episodes, or if this is your first episode that you're catching, I'm trying to tell you, you need to catch up because these women have been on fire. Welcome to Women's. We celebrating women this Women's History Month, and we are getting out here. We got all kind of businesses. These women have been dropping nuggets on top of nuggets, knowledge on top of knowledge. And when I tell you they are definitely worth you connecting with, you need to connect with them for whatever you need because we got some stuff that's going on. They got some stuff that's going on. And these women are powerful and knowledgeable in what they do. I promise you, you will not be disappointed in any episode that you have caught, whether this is your first one or your last one. I don't even know how they're going to fall in the sequence, but all I can tell you is that get ready because this show is going to be fire. And I know I think I've been saying that on everyone, but this person I know is going to give it to you straight from the hip. She ain't playing with it. When you got to get your travel needs together, I think that's what she's talking about today. I'm not really sure. So get ready. You might get some combinations of some things. All I got to do is say, sit tight, get ready, because I'm getting ready to bring up none other than Miss Tracy Shorter. What's up, my sister?
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm tired, but other than that, I'm rocking and rolling. How you be?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm loving it. So
and look, and you're doing it well. Hey. See, I tell y'all, sometimes it's hard to interview people that you actually know in real life because you start having fun and then you pick up on each other's signals and then I got to watch what I say. But you know what? It's all good. I thank you for joining us during this celebration of women during Women's History Month. This is just this has been like a chore of love for me. Yes, it was a lot putting these shows together, but when I started to hear all of the different women that were coming along and coming on the show, it just like blew me away. And I was so excited about what they are doing. And now to have you on that I didn't count it robbery to show up and hang out with your girl to promote your show and to do what you're doing. Now, I did a lot of talking, so I know who you are. Now tell the people who you are, what you do, how you do it, and all of that.
All of that. Got you. So I am so super excited to be here. Of course, I am Tracy Shorter, the CEO of Shorter Route Travel, and I'm located here in Birmingham, Alabama. I really call myself the Chief Travel Officer, so the CTO. So I'm the Chief Travel Officer of Shorter Route Travel, where we create travel adventures for groups, families, just couples. We do all things travel. But I kind of look at travel in a different way. I think travel is more about adventures, and so many people don't get to really, they take vacations, but I'm not sure they're maximizing their vacations in the right way. So I help people maximize those vacation days because they worked hard. So you want to get the best and the most out of your vacation, not just go somewhere, but experience and have an adventure that creates a memory that lasts a lifetime. So that's what I do. I do travel.
Man, that's awesome. So you need to go ahead because y'all know I tell this story all the time. For those of you that don't know, why I believe in the travel agent, I had to learn the hard way because for those of you that are like me, you independent, you like, man, it's just me. I can roll by myself. I don't need nobody. I can Google it. I can call people. I can do all of that. Well, let me tell you, don't do that when you're traveling internationally. I did it and I got deported. Yes, I can say it. I still got my deportation papers. But because I did all the work. And everybody was at the end of COVID. So everybody was like, you don't need this, you don't need that. And I get all the way. Y'all, I got from Houston. I left from Houston and got all the way to Lagos, Nigeria. Do you hear me? Lagos. And didn't have everything I need. They was like, ma'am, you ain't got this. You can't come in here. I was like, huh? So yeah, I got deported and I called Tracy. Tracy, I'm a believer. I am definitely. So now she getting tired of me. Okay, I need to go here. Can you hook this up?
But
So
so many people can do, you can look things up yourself, but this is what I remind my clients is when you take your car in to get service, you are partnering with your mechanic. You're partnering with your doctor for your health needs. You're partnering with your dentist. You're partnering with so many different people. We partner with various different people in our lives because guess what? While certain things are our expertise, other things are not. And when we run into a situation, we want to have that partner and that advocate to be able to help us through it. And as travel agents, that's what we are. Yes, you can go with the Google and go ahead and call Google, or you can go with the Expedia. But when you're in a situation where your flight's been canceled and you're trying to figure out the next thing to do and the best thing, especially in these COVID streets, right about now, things are different in the world of travel. You need that advocate. You need that person that can partner with you to help you while you may be walking through the airport. They can be working on your behalf to try to get you home. And even the travel agent has been stuck. So, yeah, you need an advocate. And that's
okay,
what
so
we
I
do.
know y'all see me laughing, but that's only because what she just said. I promise y'all, if there is an adventure in travel, we have had it. Especially then when we started doing these international flights and trying to get places. I'm not gonna tell that story because that really ain't my story to tell. But I promise you, but really it is because I was involved. So, oh, but don't take them wrong. So don't think that you can't travel with me because it's gonna be drama. No, that's it. It has never been me.
No,
Thank God.
it's
But
not.
anyway, you said something that was really key that I want to circle back to. You said that you want to make travel an adventure. What does that really mean? How does that look? Because most of us are like, just get me on a plane. I'm ready to go get a vacation. I just, it don't even matter. Just let me get there. Some people, when they travel, they just stay at the hotel. But what does an adventure look like, and why is that so important?
So for me to go into that, I have to step back a little bit. You know, life hit me hard in 2016, and I got diagnosed with an unexpected medical situation. And so I began to look at life a little differently. I've always taken vacations. I've taken vacations with the kids, but they were always just to go to the beach. We sit at the beach. We make the sun, play in the sand, but we never maximize, I think, our time and the experiences that we could have, meaning some excursions, or if you're into museums, getting into the culture of where you're going, learning more about the location of where you're going. So um, for me, adventures means if you're that person that wants to be more of a thrill seeker, then having those thrill seeking opportunities to do things, excursions, zip lining. My husband is definitely a thrill seeker, so wherever we go, we've got to find the sea-doos, we've got to find great water sports, so we've got to do those things. But I was more laid back, but now I begin to actually try to get and see more, even opening myself up to even a palette of food that's different. I'm very, very, very funny about my food, but now I would at least try it. And I've learned that even in trying some things that's different from what I'm used to, I end up turning out to find some things that I like, some things I don't like, but some things that I do like. So for me, it's immersing myself into a different culture and understanding what that's like and how they live, because you make friends that way. And two, meeting new people. When I travel, I've come back with people that are friends and I'm still stay in touch with. So I get to learn about people. So opening myself up to not just being here, but talking to other people and finding out about their life and how they work. So it's been a great adventure, and I've met some amazing people along the way. I think you muted, Deborah.
I was, I was sorry, eyes back. So, so one thing that you said also when you're building this adventure, I saw another one of our friends who's a travel agent, and she had this whole big thing in Dubai. So what does that mean? Like, say for instance, I do want to go to Dubai and I do want to do this picture with this long thing and all these different
The
type of
flying
excursions.
dress.
Yeah, yeah, girl, you know that's fire. So I can't wait to see about me get my little chunky monkey tail in that. I'm be like, but that's next. You know, we're gonna be we planning for that trip as well. But what does that mean? How can me as a traveler tell you, like, how, if I describe to you what I want, how do you go about putting that package together or putting that adventure together for me?
So definitely it's about the person that you partner with as far as building out your or any type of business or service that you're doing. You want to get comfortable with them. So um, we want to plan things out because oftentimes the number one mistake I think I find people do is they wait too late to plan. They
Mhm.
begin to start thinking about their vacations too late. And so if finances is a factor, then you have to now say, I can't do that because finances is a factor. So in planning out early, then you have the opportunity to now make those more economical, affordable monthly payments on something and really start to think about how I want this vacation to look. So as we begin to dive deep, we've got our accommodations. What are the deal breakers? What things you have to have? And how does it need to be close to certain amenities because you're going to walk more? Those things like that. Then we start saying, okay, you're going to be here 5 days. What do you like to do? Are you a foodie? Do you like to eat? Or are you a risk taker that you want to have more water sports? Or is there something coming up and you want that photo shoot that you didn't get to have because you're celebrating a milestone or you're wanting something, you want to do some type of picture aspect? All of those things, we just begin to start pulling them out or even having those conversations. And if people don't say they pay, well, sometimes they say, well, I don't know. Then we are there to give suggestions to say, here's some things to consider. These are some things that are available in the area that you can do. So it's really it's not a quick process, but if you start planning out early, you have a chance to connect with the travel agent that you're working with and really build out something that creates a memory that you'll always, remember. So that's pretty much how it works. It's a process, step by step, step by step.
Look, and
You
of
know,
course, people that's like me. Oh, and okay, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I am the traveler that gets on her nerves because I'm a visionary. I'm like, as soon as I think of something, I want to do this. She be like, "That's a layover." I said, "I can't stay longer. You can't figure this out." But that goes back to this question that I'm going to ask now. Is that you said something about playing out? So how far in advance can I plan out? Do I plan this out for a year? Do I plan this out for 2 years? What do I do, or how do I gauge the planning part?
so really, I would definitely say at the beginning of the year, what my goal is at the end of each quarter. So at the end of the previous year, like the end of like last year, I'm thinking about what my calendar looks like for the next year. So in January, I'm beginning to build out what vacations I want to take for 2023. Actually, January, most people don't know, is National Vacation Planning Month. So I'm beginning to plan out my vacations for the year, because also the vendors and suppliers and the people that you're going to pay, hotels, transportation, all of these things, they have deadlines. And since COVID, those things have moved up. So now things have to be paid 645 to 60 days before you travel. So
Ooh.
with that being said, yes, 45 to 60 days before your travel date. So with that being said, if I'm going to travel in December, everything has to be paid September, October, somewhere around October. So I need to start planning in January so that I can deal with really getting the accommodations I want. If I want to upgrade my flight, because see, the girl over here, she is 6'1". She needs some leg room. So she might start in the economy, but then I will upgrade those seats. But I need time to do that. And I need the funds to be available to do that. So it's really the earlier, so 6 months out, 6 to 8 months before you plan to travel, is when I suggest that you really begin to start thinking about it, especially if you're doing something international or you're going to do something that's going to require more than 5 days. So if it's just
Okay.
a quick weekend trip, then maybe not so much. But if it's
Mhm.
5 days or more and it's international, definitely 6 to 8 months out. Right now, we're booking into 24 and we're booking into 25.
Oh, I was just
Right now.
hold that thought, because I done already had an idea. Oh yeah, because right when you said that, you know how my brain work. I'll be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So and then, and now, because a lot of us are the same age as our parents. And so now our
Mhm.
parents are actually traveling with us and doing things with us, and they may have health issues and health challenges. How hard, how do we plan for that? Say for instance, I'll just use me. I got my mom, she's still healthy as far as, mine is good, can still move around, but she's on dialysis. So how do I plan an international trip with her, or even a regular vacation with her where we got to fly and do these different things, or even go on a cruise? Because that's the same thing as doing something international. How do I plan for that? How do I put those things in place with someone that may have some health issues?
So with dialysis and something like that, that would definitely be a little bit more tricky. Um, Especially from a cruise aspect, you would have, because of the times you're on the ship. So that would be something you would definitely have to get with her medical professional to kind of work out. But in planning out trips where you're gonna be, even from an international standpoint, you can get with the doctors, because I haven't done this, but I've heard it, that you can get with them and you can work out where, depending on where you're going, they can possibly set you up with a treatment in between segments. So depending on how your itinerary is built out. Because people oftentimes take road trips and they can have those stops along the way that will allow them the opportunity to take that treatment. But that's going to be something where now you're building out your team. Your team is going to consist of your medical professionals, going to consist of your travel agent, and of course you knowing exactly what's what. So a lot of things play into that, because we don't want to have delays and so forth. So a lot of different things have to play into that. But I love, my mom is my traveling buddy. I mean, so when I go, she go, and I love it because it's serving two purposes. Number one, we're getting to see the world together, and I'm beginning to create memories with her, because at some point one day she's not going to be here, and I'm going to know that I had the opportunity to spend as much quality time with her as possible. So I love traveling with my parents.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. So I got two more good questions. One is really three. Yeah, I think it's three. So, and y'all, travel insurance, how important is it?
Girl, you make me lean back. You make me lean back on that one. So
But we got to put that in,
oh,
because
absolutely.
if you, again, me, I'm like, I'm not checking that box. I ain't getting no more money out of me. Why is that so important now?
Yeah, it's important because you check the box for your car insurance, and we get it. We ain't trying to have no accident. We ain't trying to tow our car out. We ain't trying to do any of that. We actually have health insurance. We also not trying to get sick. But in the event that we do, we are very glad that we have it, so that we can have the benefits of being able to go to the doctor and get our vehicle service. With travelers insurance, if your flight's delayed, your flight is canceled, delayed, canceled, or God forbid, you have no baggage. I went to Alaska, all my bags gone for 4 days, no luggage. Thankfully, it's on the way back. But if that had been on the way going and no luggage, no traveler's insurance, now I'm trying to figure out how I get everything that I had in that luggage purchased over again for the trip that I was going on. Because I was going on a 7-day cruise. So now I've got to repurchase things. So, and I've been delayed, honestly, out of probably 9 trips that I took. 3 of those had delays, and one was a complete cancellation. So with the traveler's insurance, I was able to, even if I had to pay up front, well, some of them work where depending on your layover, the insurance company can actually put money directly into your account. But if you have to pay upfront, you're getting reimbursed. So I paid up front, and within 21 days, I got my check back, my funds back in my account, and I was happy because it was not cheap being stuck for 3 days somewhere, and I didn't have those. Luckily, I also, that's one of the things too, working with an agent is we talk about having those extra funds for an emergency or that extra card in the event that you have to use that for a delay or extra night in the hotel. But travel insurance, I'm telling you, I would not travel without it. And right now, clients have the opportunity to buy annual travels insurance. So that means you can buy one policy that will cover you for the year, and depending on if you use it, let's say it has a $3,000 maximum benefit.
Mhm.
Policy may cost you $280 to $300, depending on your age. If you don't use those benefits, great. But if you don't use it on this trip, but you might take 2 or 3 more trips throughout the year, but you may use it on one of the others, and you only use 1,500 of it, you still have a $1,500 remaining eligibility for your benefits. So you may not get all of your money back, but you're going to get something back. So you got $3,000 worth of coverage, and you just pay one fee and it'll cover all of those trips for the year versus buying the insurance every time you take a trip. So if
Oh,
you're a
that's
real
right.
traveler, if you're traveling and like, me, I'm like, yes, let's go. I get the annual insurance for myself. So I always say, if and that's one thing we talk about. So this is a trip you're doing now, but what else are you planning to do? What else are
Mm.
you planning to do after the year? Because I'm not wanting to say, well, you book this trip with me, and then 4 months down the road, you come back and you book another trip, and I'm telling you about travel insurance when I should have told you about the annual insurance on the front end, because that would have covered everything for the whole year.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire. And I got one other good question, a big question. Okay, so those of you that don't know, Tracy and I, our birthdays are the same week, and we the same age. So let me tell you, January, when I tell you I was trying to do stuff and do some things, and when I tell you stuff got shut down and messed up, oh baby, it was ugly. So I'm gonna throw this out here. I don't know if you even thought about it, but I sure thought it just hit me when you said it because of the experience. But then I can't say for my birthday and don't talk about your birthday and some other people that are in that same week. So that means I got to open this up and plan this. You know, we turn 55 real soon. So how about we do
Yeah,
Dubai for 55?
I like that. I like that. We're gonna get all right. I'm with you
Okay,
on
so
this.
y'all heard this
I'm with you.
first.
Live in it, y'all heard it. Yeah, I said it. Dubai for 55. That's what we're doing.
That's it, Dubai. Because y'all know we got to get them pictures with them dresses.
Yes, the flying dress. We got to do that. We got to have that experience. Also,
Yep.
absolutely. Yes, we working on Dubai for 55. Absolutely.
All right, so y'all heard it here. Get ready. Y'all gonna come with us to celebrate. I think we the only two that turned 55 on that birthday because
Yes.
everybody else is what 3, 4, 5, and even 60. Because about 7 of us. No, yeah, I'll just say 7 is a safe number.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of our
Mm-hmm.
birthdays are literally in the same week.
Yeah.
The same week. It's crazy. It's bananas. That's all I got to say. Is bananas.
Oh,
But
that'll be a fire trip.
yeah. Because we all have fun together. And I'm gonna tell y'all
Absolutely.
right now, this episode is long because we dropping some knowledge on y'all, and y'all just gonna get a little extra. And you done already got a good thing, so you definitely got to keep your ear to the street that you're gonna come celebrate our 55th birthdays with us in Dubai. Uh And just so you know, it will be in January. So we'll be dropping some more information real slow. I don't know how soon we're going to
Abs-
drop it, but just know to get ready. So for our last question and our culminating question that I'm asking all the ladies that are joining us for Women's History Month, and because this is an organization that's near and dear to both of our hearts, what does Church Girl CEO mean to you? After you answer that question, then tell everybody how they can connect to you to be a part of to get their travel adventures done?
Oh, Church Girl CEO. When I first joined and when I first found the organization, I didn't realize the magnitude it would have on my life. It's a group of women who actually really, truly believe in each other, support each other, encourages each other, and correct. And I love that. I love that even in the correction, it's done in love. And I have grown so much just by connecting with these amazing women. And I've had the opportunity to experience some things. I've had opportunities to make some amazing friendships. And my business has grown just based upon my growth. So it's an organization I think that's a safe place, especially for Christian women, business owners, and just women in general who need that safe place to be able to share, to be able to be poured back into, recharged, and sometimes corrected in love. So I'm so happy that I'm a part of this amazing group of women. And as far as reaching me, definitely you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. Would love to have you guys a part of our amazing Facebook private group where we drop all of our all of the trips go there first. Right now, that group is Adventures with Shorter Route Travel on Facebook. You can find us there if you just click that group. We'll be happy to add you to the group. But you can find me on Facebook and on Instagram. And I think if you're looking for travel quotes or anything like that, if you go to our Facebook group, Shorter Out Travel, our quote link is in our description link. And so just click that link, put in all of the information for your travel quote, and we'll get back with you. So we'll love to have you on our next adventure, which is actually in 2024. This is a group that we are hosting in Puerto Rico, and we're going to go and see 6 amazing Caribbean islands for 7 days. So we'd love to have you join us. You can find all of that information as well on our Facebook page. So thank you, Deborah, so much, and glad to be here.
She said Puerto Rico.
Puerto
Hey,
Rico.
hey, hey. So y'all, we play too much, and I know it. But y'all, let's get ready. Let's get your bags packed, get your passports, because it's time for us to travel. And so many times, quit saying what you can't afford. Quit saying what you can't do. Because if you, I'm not gonna say what everybody else been saying lately, because we have to start to think about what are our priorities, and our priorities should be self-care, getting out of our normal environment so we can recharge and refuel. Well, all right, guys, I love you to life, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Have a great one. Chat with you soon. Peace.